My name is Bill Tsutsui, and I'm a historian of modern Japan at Ottawa University. And I'm also a lifelong fan of Godzilla movies. After 70 years and 35 live-action films from Japan and Hollywood, the King of the Monsters has never been more popular than he is right now. And it turns out the giant monster movies are a great way to engage students today with Japanese history, folklore, culture, and film. In my article on Education About Asia, I provide a concise overview of the Godzilla franchise and then share 5 detailed strategies based on my own teaching experience for instructors interested in inviting Godzilla into their classrooms.
From 19th century manga to illustrated scrolls and woodblock prints, yokai, mischievous spirits from Japanese folklore, appear again and again. My article follows one of their favorite pastimes, the night parade of 100 demons, a centuries-old motif where yokai march, dance, and generally cause a lot of trouble. By tracing this night parade across time, I explore how these creatures moved, shape-shifted, and often charmed their way into modern manga. I invite you to follow the parade with me and see what happens as monsters beguile and entertain us, and in return, we often try to name, tame, catalog, and collect them.
Hey everyone, my name is Zack Davisson. I am a translator and writer who specializes in Japanese folklore. I've been working in this field for quite some time, both as a writer as well as an educator and lecturer, and I'm excited to be able to contribute to Education About Asia. I wrote the article on the persistence of yokai, and I think my article will really help your students get an idea of how yokai have existed throughout time, and why they are creatures not only of the past, but creatures of the now, and how they've managed to maintain relevancy for so many thousands of years. In my article, I talk about not only some of the foundations of yokai, but about those people who have helped move yokai forward. Because yokai don't stay relevant by themselves. It requires artists to create and recreate and transform and make them new for the modern age, because that is the way that folklore works. Folklore is the lore of the folk, and if it only stays in the past, if it never changes, if it never moves forward, then it disappears. And I hope that my article will help give everyone and your students a sense of this, the understanding of the human touch that helps create all of these monsters that we all love today. So, thank you very much. Please enjoy.
Hi, my name is Mindy Landeck, and I'm a professor of East Asian Studies at Austin College in North Texas. My contribution to the March 2026 special edition of Education About Asia concerns how teachers can put Japanese monsters to work in their classrooms. The fact is, yokai are a marvelous way to think about the history, art, and culture of Japan, and teachers can harness the natural attraction that our students already have after cutting their teeth on Pokemon for Japan's pervasive monster culture. My contribution to this issue will offer a rationale for yokai pedagogy and presents a number of classroom-tested activities and approaches that educators at every level can implement easily. Most importantly, the article also includes a long list of recommended texts, films, and other teaching resources that will make it easy for you to set yokai loose in your classroom. Thank you.
My name is Michael Dylan Foster, and I've been doing research on yokai for over 30 years. In my article, I introduce what I call hometown yokai, by which I mean yokai that are associated with a specific local community, a town, village, a neighborhood, part of legend, and maybe also affiliated with a feature of the landscape or the natural environment. I hope readers will enjoy learning about the specific examples that I bring up, that I discovered in my own research, and also I hope that some of the key terms such as folklore and popular culture will be useful for thinking through ways in which ideas about yokai are expressed.
Hi everyone, I'm Rachael Hutchinson from the University of Delaware. My article for Education About Asia is on Japanese monsters and yokai in video games. I use Pokemon, Okami, and Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild to show how we can learn about Japanese culture through the monsters that we find in the game environment. I analyze games as cultural texts that can tell us a lot about Japan, including the attitudes, values, and beliefs of the Japanese people.